Alright, so we're going to go up against Matt's bugs with the Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum. They have that, the new Monka came out. They had some formations. I'm not going to do those formations, but I'm going to have elements of it. We are going to ally in Oathsworn Imperial Knight. It's, I think it's the Warden. It's got that melter cannon, and we threw one of those carapace weapons up top. I think it's the Storm Spear rockets, where you get 3 shots, strength 8 AP3. So he's going to be allied into the force. I got some Scout Sentinels right here, 3 of them with multi-lasers, 2 Armored Sentinels with the las cannons. Matt's been selling some of his stuff on eBay, so I was able to pick a couple of these things up. I got some of his veterans here with the Grenadier, so I don't have to. These definitely look different than my guys that I have painted up with the blue and the gray, so they look definitely Grenadier-like. So we got 2 melter guns and a flamer in each one of these. The Sergeant just has his regular close combat weapon, las pistol. So we got 4 identical squads. They're in the Chimeras. The Chimeras all have multi-laser turrets and heavy flamers in the hull. So we got that going. We have my Militarum Tempestus Scions, 10 of them, rocking 2 plasma guns. The Sergeant does have a power weapon, and they're going to be in that Thorax Prime with the Gatling cannon upgrade and a Storm Bolter. And they got the, I think it's the hot shot volley guns on the side, twin-linked hot shot volley gun. I got a solo Wyvern here. We're going to see how this bad boy does. Never used him in the game yet. He's got the hull heavy flamer, but he's got those rocket pods there that do all kinds of twin-linked, ignoring cover stuff. And I got Knight Commander Pask in a, this is my HQ. So he's going to be rocking in the Punisher with the heavy bolter sponsons and in the hull. And his squadron mate is going to be an Eradicator, just with a heavy flamer in the hull and just that that ignores cover weapon on the front there. So we got just a combined arms detachment here. So I got my HQ, got a heavy support there, got an elite, 4 troops choices, 2 fast attacks, and then the Oathsworn Knight coming in. We're fighting on the jungle terrain, and it's a bug hunt, and I think it's going to be just a cleanse and control. I think part of it's been taken over. We're going to be like mid-battle here where the bugs came in somewhere at night, and then we have to respond and try to take back what they've already gotten from us here. So I was kicking off Season 2, getting back into the next season for the channel. I'm glad that Matt was able to get down here and bring in his bugs. He's been on the channel before, so it'll be a nice way to start the second season here at the Bellport Battle Bunker. Alright, hope you enjoy the fight.
Alright everybody, this is Matt Rendar, and I'm playing my 2010 points of Tyranids, Hive Fleet Kathuga. Doing the usual list. I got 2 broods of 30 Termagants, followed by 2 Tervagons, and they're going to be protected by 2 Venom Thropes. Then 2 Mawlocks in the fray as well. And then backing them up, I have 2 Dimacarans and they're going to be inside Tyrannocytes spore pods. Leading the army is going to be 2. They're going to be the same. My Warlord and a regular. It's going to be 2 flying Hive Tyrants with the twin-linked Devourers with was it flesh boring? The Hive. I forget what they're called. Twin-linked Devourers with brain leech worms. There we go. So it's 2010 points.
Alright, so we got the outpost here that's being guarded. Part of it looks like it's been overrun. It's what is it, like Planet P? It's a bug planet. So we got Astra Militarum with their Knight. Oathsworn Knight has gotten the role here. We picked this edge. We're on a cleanse and control mission. So we got the veterans are in their Chimera here on the one flank, right on the side of this bunker, with some Scout Sentinels hiding behind it. I got another veteran squad that's on the top of this bunker complex here, with its chimera to the side on the ground. The knights right behind that. We got the wyvern in a nice spot behind the bunker. It can't be seen from ground level over here, but you can see what's this area. This is what we got. We got a flying Hive Tyrant here that's got a good view right now. But over here we got one of these guys that came out. He's pretty much on the furthest extent of my deployment zone here up by the river. We got an objective right there hidden in those trees. Got an objective in the back, so I got another chimera with a veteran squad bunkered inside of it. Matt's got a couple of Tyranids and some deep striking elements, so I want to make sure that my knight doesn't get snuck from behind. Got the armored sentinels back here behind Knight Commander Pask and his squadron mate with the Eradicator. And the only thing we have in reserve is those Militarum Tempestus Scions and their Taurox Prime. So they're on reserve. They'll be coming on from this table edge right here. And this is what we're looking at. So we got the bugs. They're coming in. Got a couple of flying Hive Tyrants on top of some of these buildings, on top of some of the crates. Over here we got a whole swarm of them. We got a Turvagon behind a bunch of those Termagants over there.
Yep.
Got a swarm. On this side, looking through this alley, Pask's got a nice view right up here. So he's got a shot of another swarm coming in. Looks like another big bug behind that bunker, a Turvagon perhaps. So we got 2 Turvagons, 2 big squads of Termagants, and 2 flying Hive Tyrants on the board. What do you got, some Venomthropes too?
Yeah, 2 Venomthropes.
Got a Venomthrope snuck in over here. And another one tucked away nicely behind this Turvagon right here. So the 4 units coming in are, what are they, 2 Morlocks and 2 Tyranocytes?
Yeah, 2 Tyranocytes with Diamondcarons.
Alright. So the big guys are going to be coming in later. And this is what we're trying to defend. We're on this side of the river. And it looks like they got the jump on us. We got to see if it's a night fight though, right? What do you got? You want to roll that up? Yep. Maybe you got us at night.
4.
I don't even know what that means. Is that night fight?
Find out now.
We'll find out. Alright, so that 4 is a night fight. It's been a while since we played, but it makes sense that these bugs came up on us on the night, slaughtered whoever was in this area of the compound. So now it's up to us to come to arms and get into our vehicles and fire up that night, get those engines going, and see if we can repel these bugs that are coming in the dark of night. Got that nice alien scheme going. Look at some of these guys. You've seen these guys on the channel. Very nice. One of these guys just rolled up a Psychic Power. We got Psychic Scream and Warp Blast on one. Turbogons get Psychic Powers too?
Yeah. This guy's got Horror, and the other guy's got Onslaught.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, so Matt's got all his Psychic Powers taken out. Let's see if he's going to seize that initiative.
Nope.
Close, close. Alright, so the Imperial Gun Line is going to open up and see what we can do as far as damage.
See what you can see.
Alright, turn 1 coming up for the Astra Militarum and the Oathsworn Knight. Okay, so the Astra Militarum, we pulled our 3 cards. We got Secure Objective 2, 6, and Hungry for Glory. Hungry for Glory is the challenges. That's definitely not going to happen this turn. But objective number 2 is right here on this roof. So we got that, and 6 is over by you, Matt?
Yep, it's on that.
6 is on this one's roof. So that one's not going to happen for me this turn. And looks like we'll be able to keep number 2. So we're going to do our movement phase, and let's get right into it. Alright, so we got shooting. So my wyvern tried to target this Venomthrope over here, but it flew off the table, and the other one came way back short. So we missed with that. But we did put 3 wounds on this Turvagon here, right? We got a bunch of multi-lasers that snuck through. You rolled a couple of 1s for saves. This one was untouched. We shot at a couple at him. He didn't get anything done to him. Your flying Hive Tyrant in here took 1 wound, but made his grounding test, right?
Yep.
What did we pop him with? We popped him with, I think it was a las cannon, right? Or the Storm Spear Rocket Pod. Storm Spear Rocket Pod got him. The Melter Cannon got over there, killed about 4 or 5 gaunts. And then this tank right here fired his ignore cover round and took out a whole of gaunts right there. So a couple of wounds on the Tervagons. We got one on this flying Hive Tyrant right here. And you just rolled a 6 for your psychic test, right?
Yep.
So you got 12 psychic dice to work with, and we're going to go into Matt's first turn retaliation. Alright, so Matt was able to shoot back here. He got a psychic power of a warp blast off, and it put a little hole right here. I failed one cover save, so he was whacked out. You did one glancing hit on this from the snap shooting flying Hive Tyrant right here. He was able to get one glance. The other guy fired and shot and got 3 6s, so it wrecked this vehicle. These guys had to pop out, and they are pinned. They failed their leadership check, rolled a 9. You also tried to do a warp blast, but the void shield protected the Imperial Knight. And the big mama's over there. This one birthed out 10, but rolled a double, so she's done for the day. And this one got an 11, right?
Yep.
So we got one. This one's still able to produce, and this one rolled the double. So that's it for that. But you were able to get a couple of objectives.
Yeah.
You pulled cards for objective 1 and 6, and then you had the same thing I had, Hungry for Glory, issuing a challenge.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not happening.
So if you want, you can discard 1 card. Okay, Astra Militarum pulled secure objective 1, Blood and Guts, and secure objective 6. There's no way I can get 6 because it's way deep in Matt's territory, so I got rid of it. I wasn't able to get 1 because they're swarmed all over that bunker. So let's take a look at the damage I did. We tried to fire all of these las guns at this flying Hive Tyrant. We did not hit. We did hit with the Storm Spear rockets the Big Mama over there, and she rolled a lot of 1s. Matt rolled probably about, what, 8 out of 10 dice were 1s for that guy for the 2 rounds of shooting. So the Big Mama went down, killed 5 gaunts over here, killed a couple more over there, what, 6 or 7 over there?
Yeah.
So killed about 9 or 10 gaunts altogether. We fired the thermal cannon over here and failed to do any wounds with the cover save from the venom throat. The stubber couldn't kill any of these gaunts. And we tried to knock this guy down with the Gatling cannon from Pask. We did get we scored some hits, but I think you made all your saves but 1, and then you passed your Jink, right?
Yep.
So you made your Jink. We had a Rend in there, but he passed all his saves basically, so we couldn't knock him out of the air. Hoping for that knockdown so we get the charge off. These guys will be unpinned this round. The Storm Shard Mortar fired and got a direct hit this time, so I was able to kill 7 with the little flip of the small blast. We killed 7 gaunts over there. So we did some damage. You took out one of the big beasties, but now you got your reserves for your 4 big guys coming. I got 2 Diamond and Tyranids and 2 Morlocks, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move on to Matt's turn 2. Alright, so Matt's turn 2. Only one of the Morlocks was able to come through on reserve. It tried to pop up underneath his vehicle. It was able to get a penetrating hit, but it couldn't do anything on this. Wait, did you do the second one?
No, he didn't come up. The other 3 reserves didn't come up.
Okay.
The Morlock and
So he was not able to crack this thing open. He did some damage to it, glanced it. It can't move or shoot, but it had to go back into reserve. You shot a Psychic Blast at this, right? Or no, you shot at the Knight.
Knight, yeah.
And the Knight
Deflected
it. So we're good with that. And what else did you get? These guys killed about 4 of these dudes on the top of the bunker with its Devourers. You ran and moved your gaunts up with the Venom Throat behind it, and you ran and moved your gaunts up. Did you get any objective cards?
Yeah, but they're all... Scroll objective 3, I don't have it. It's on your side. Objective 4, it's on your side. And 1 is break an enemy.
Alright, so you can discard 1 if you want this turn. So neither one of us scored any objective cards this turn. And you have 2 and I have 1. So right now the Nids are winning 2-1. And we're going to go into the top of turn 3. Let's see if I can... oh, this guy survived too, right? Then you put a bunch of brain leech worms into these guys. He survived with 2 hull points. So let's see if I can do some damage here. Top of turn 3. Okay, top of turn 3. So my reserves came on. My Militarum Tempestus Scions came on. They fired. That's a fast vehicle, moved 6 inches, so it got the Gatling cannon, the Stormbolt. I was able to clear off the top ranks on here. One of these guys popped up and the lasgun array fired and killed 1 Gaunt over here, so there's only 2 Gaunts remaining from that birthing that happened. I couldn't see them. They're hidden over here. I fired a lot at this guy. What did I do? 1 wound to him?
Yeah.
So I did 1 wound, but he made his check to stay in the air, so he's still in the air with the rocket spears. Storm Spear, rocket pod. The 2 melta guns actually hit that flying Hive Tyrant right over there, but he was able to make his jink. And I did a couple wounds over here to these Gaunts. I was able to flame them with the heavy flamer, so we burned a few guys off the top rank. This heavy flamer was able to burn a few off over here from that other squad that was birthed. And the multi-lasers attempted to take out the Venom Thrope. Only 2 could see it from over here, but he made all of his cover saves with that shrouded special rule. My Storm Shard mortar. I don't even know if did I fire that thing? I don't think I fired it. He missed his rolls. The 2 last cannons over there fired on here and tried to take out this flying Hive Tyrant. We missed. And that's all the shooting. So you got some reserve rolls to make. 2 Morlocks, right? Well, 1's an ongoing reserve, so 1's automatically going to come on.
Yep.
You got 1 Morlock and 2
and they come on
big dudes.
3+, right?
3+.
Alright. Diamond Karen. No. Other Diamond Karen. No. The other Moloch. No.
So 1 Morlock coming on from ongoing reserve. Alright, so Matt was able to score, what was it, big guns never tire? Something like that? Kill a vehicle?
Big guns.
So he killed this vehicle right here. Hull pointed it out with the guns. He keeps rolling these 1s, so Warp Blast was unable to get through, but he got it with the Brain Leech worms. My veterans popped out and were pinned again coming out of the wreckage. It is a frightening scene around here, so I can imagine that's what they're thinking when they get out. Now they have no protection from that Chimera. To see all these bugs crawling all over the bunkers and these big nasty creatures flapping around. So it makes sense that we're 2 for 2 on pin checks coming out. Couple of shots. One of the Devourers here killed one of my guardsmen. I failed my 4-up Grenadier save. And we've been pretty lucky here with the shooting. I mean, Matt's been jinking these flying guys. We're trying to keep them from being able to be effective with the shooting. So getting a little bit lucky. He put a hull point on one of these Sentinels with a penetrating hit from the Brain Leech worms, and did a hull point. So 2 of them are fine, but 1 of them is injured. And the Morlocks, only 1 has come up so far, and he deep struck over here. So he didn't kill a vehicle this turn, which is good. And it looks like, I'm dodging these Diamond Karens. I'm sure when they come on it's going to be bad. But the Knight wants to be able to fight something and try and knock these guys out of the air so I can get some kind of combat in. Maybe I'll be able to get something on that Morlock over there. Alright, so we're going to the Astra Militarum, top of turn 4. See if I can kill me some big creatures before those other big nasties come on the board. Okay, at the top of turn 4, I was able to secure objective 3 over here. I pulled that card. Couldn't get these guys off of number 1. Tried to flame the Venom Thrope over there, but I did not do any damage. And I actually fired the Storm Shard over here at the Venom Thrope, but it scattered and killed 3 of my own men, so I fell back. But we did some big good news over here. 2 guys fired their las guns, or got actually hits because we were pinned, so we had to snap shoot up here. 1 dude got a lucky shot, right?
Yep.
Got a lucky shot, got a wound with the las gun. He failed his grounding check, fell to the ground, and then once he fell to the ground, he was flopping around, Pask took advantage and pumped the Punisher cannon 20 shots into his writhing corpse there. And you don't see it, but we do. It's flapping around still there. It's dead. So we were able to take him out. I failed my charge at my knight at this Morlock. The thermal cannon didn't do much over there. It fired into that big mess. I did kill the Venom Thrope. The Venom Thrope was killed by this Punisher Gatling cannon. Got some nice shots, but scattered wildly with the thermal cannon, so we couldn't kill a lot of gaunts up top. We killed the 2 remaining gaunts over here with the broadside from the lasgun array, and we couldn't kill these 2 over here with the with this heavy stubber from the knight. And my Storm Spear rocket pod bounced off the cover save of this guy's character. Or did I do 1 point? I did 1 point of damage, right?
Yeah,
so 1 point of damage to the Morlock from some rocket spears. And that's where we are here. So we got to see if Matt can bring his other Morlock on the table and the 2 Dimacarons. So let's see what we got for rolls. Alright, so automatically...
No, actually, objective 4 right here. Got it. Well, actually, no, it's contested, right?
I have a troop.
Yeah, it's contested.
So we have Dimacaron and Morlock came up in this area, destroyed this vehicle. These guys came out, but they were not pinned like their other 2 squads were before them. So this other Dimacaron scattered over here, but he's out. This guy went to instinctive behavior. He failed his charge against the knight because he had to charge. And so we just finished the bottom of turn 4. These guys aren't pinned now, so they can move free. And everything's on the table. It's supposed to be on the table right now. So we got the big nasties over here, deep in my territory. The flying Hive Tyrants over there. Just gunned down 3 of the Scout Sentinels, turned them all into wrecks. They're all flaming, smoking Sentinels over there. And that's it for objectives, right? It's 3 for the Tyranids to 2 to the Astra Militarum. I have a Warlord kill, and Pask is still kicking. So let's see what I can do for damage now that all the big nasties are on the table. Astra Militarum, top of turn 5, could be the last turn. Let's take a look. Alright, so objectives. I was able to score objectives 2 and 3 again. We got up here for 2, we got down here for 3. I was able to shoot the Morlock with the Knight Commander and these 2 las cannons and 2 melter guns from over here. So the Morlock was killed from the combined fire of these units. I did some damage to the Dimacaron on some unlucky rolls by Matt again on his saves, but some melter guns and some las gun fire was able to wound him. What we do, 4 wounds on the Dimacaron. Yeah. And then the matchup of the day over here. Well, before we get to that, I shot a couple wounds from the hot shot las guns and plasma guns, right? Yep. We did like 2 or 3 wounds to him. 3, yeah. Killed a bunch of I forgot to fire that stupid thing at you gaunts. So we got the big matchup was this fight, the Knight and the Dimacaron. What did you say? It was like Pacific Rim, right? The Jaeger charging the freaking the alien, the kaiju. So that's a good visual right there, because that's exactly what just happened. I did 2 wounds with my destroyer weapon. Didn't get a D hit, but we did the 2 wounds with the 1 hit, and he was able to punch through my armor and get a score of 1 damage hull point on me. So it's a good fight right there between the kaiju and the Jaeger. Other than that, the score is now 4-3 in favor of the Astra Militarum with cards. And I do have my Warlord kill still. So I'm a little bit ahead right now. Let's see if Matt can respond at the bottom of turn 5. This could be the last turn. Will the Kaiju win, or will the Jaeger finish him? Alright, so we're at the bottom of turn 5. The Dimacaron came in. We passed our fear test. We stood our ground. We got chomped. And we got thoracic chewed, right? That little thoracic weapon right there that opens up and
Thorax.
absorbs a guy, the thorax. What does the token do for you? Feel no
Gives you
pain or
no
something?
pain, yeah. Gives you a turn of pain.
Alright. So he just ate a bunch of guys, but we somehow managed to stay in the face of death right there and not run away. We lost a couple of guys to the shooters from this thing, from the Tyranids. They kind of cowered a little bit, right? They skulked around because they have no synapse around, but they didn't flee. And this thing came over here and tried to do some damage. What did he do? He shot some guys.
Yeah, he whiffed.
All right. And then we had the Morlock over here. The Morlock charged my Scions and went down, right? The Overwatch fire got him a plasma gun and a couple of the hotshot volley guns. Whacked them. And then the big fight between the Jaeger and the Kaiju. What happened this turn? You didn't know the whole point, right?
Yep.
And then I was able to do
You
D3.
did 3 damage.
D3 points of damage. So it's a big fight in the middle over here. And we on here. So a 3 better and the game continues.
Woohoo!
So the game is over. So let's tally up the points and see what we got. Alright, so we rolled the 1. Let's see what we got here. I had 4 victory cards. It was all objectives that I secured. Matt had 5. He was able to pick up some this turn. We both have a line breaker situation. I got the Scion's Tempestus Prime, whatever that thing is called, the Torox Prime. And he's got the Dimacaron and a couple other dudes in here. I got the Warlord Kill. Oh, that's what it was. Warlord Kill ties it up. So the only thing that we're looking for is First Blood. And we think that it was the Tervagon that went down first. So it was a good game. Starting off the season. We got the bugs. Came in, infiltrated the perimeter. Got through, killed some people on the in these bunkers. But the guard was able to muster their defenses. Thank God we had a knight. The knight was able to kill a Morlock over here. Engage this Dimacaron, and bad reserve rolls really probably won it for me. And plus all those ones you rolled in the beginning for those Tervagons to go down.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a lot of points.
So this is it. The carnage is still going. We're going to try to get an evac here because I don't think we'll be able to survive these Dimacarons much longer unless that knight can start stomping. Pask made it. He's been gunning, running and gunning. And we still got some veterans out there.
The
The veterans.
Yo, they did good, man.
Veterans over there. We didn't lose a full squad. We still got some remaining over here.
My favorite was the Hive Tyrant getting shot in the eye socket.
Yeah, he
But
got
Glasgow
popped,
grounded.
right? And we grounded him, and then
in front of a
Pask
Vulcan
took advantage of that one.
Yeah.
Alright, so good game. Thanks for playing. Hopefully we get many more going now that the channel's back online for Season 2. And stay tuned for more battle reports.